This is the Coin Chat, the most trusted voice for all things cryptocurrency. Each week, we dissect an important issue and cut through the noise and misinformation out there in the world of the blockchain, cryptocurrency, and ICOs to capture the facts that truly matter to you that will give you an edge in this fast-moving emerging market. The who, what, where, when, and how of what you need to know in crypto to get ahead so you don't get left behind. Now here's your host, financial expert and CEO of Coinvestor.io, Steve Good.
Hey, this is Steve Good and Yuri Cataldo back with another episode of the Coin Chat.
Hey, Steve, it's good to see you again.
I'm sorry.
Background's not working today, but just how it works out.
That's okay. For those of us who are on Spotify, Apple, they won't even notice the difference.
That's true. That's true.
For those of us on YouTube, sorry about his background image. It looks a little bit gray and grim. It looks like he's come out of the Addams family's house and he's now in the front of their house being an interview.
It does, just slightly. A little dingy, a little dirty, but it's all right. My clean white shirt stands out.
Thing is going to come out any moment now and put his hair on you.
Yeah, exactly. Hands will come out of this wall and grab onto me after that.
That was the ring, wasn't it? I said the Addams family. I didn't say the ring. Wow, we really divert from crypto today. I thought we were talking about how to get free coins today.
We are talking about that. Part 2.
You know, I'm excited about this because I was trying to think of stuff, and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to just wing it. Normally, I come in prepared, but because I just have tons of ideas about this, I thought, you know what I want to do? I want to just do this with you together, and let's just have fun and figure it out. Because I know our audience is probably sitting here thinking, what do they mean by how to get free coins in crypto? What does that mean? And the answer is, there are tons of ways to get free coins for doing things.
Yes. Excellent. All right. So let's start. So go. Let's start from the top.
Okay.
Go.
So
wait. So I'll start. Steam it.
You're going to start.
I'm going to start with only because this is when I was first introduced to cryptocurrency back at the large meeting.
When you say introduced to cryptocurrency, I'm not sure where you're going with that just yet, but let's see what you're going to tell us the answer is first.
So Steam It, at a conference you and I were at, Ned, the founder of Steam It,
right,
was giving a presentation about what cryptocurrency was and where it was going. And so from there, I signed up and wrote some articles. I didn't make that much money, but I made enough to then learn how to transfer them to Bittrex and then buy Bitcoin from it. So articles on Steam It.
Well, that's really good. So basically writing articles like you would do on Medium, but doing them on Steam It, you get paid. So how do you get paid for articles on Steam It? Because a lot of people won't even know about Steam It. So Steam It should love us for giving them a little ding and, little shout out because it's a cool platform.
It is.
I have to admit, I tried using it. When I was running a virtual reality little startup. I made Zippo. No one was interested in virtual reality as much as there were other things. So I just wasn't very good at writing. So that's why I moved into video, audio.
Yeah. Well, I was not that fantastic at writing.
Thanks for that little smirky face you just gave me.
I mean, I'm sure it was great. So it's hit or miss, and you really have to spend a lot of time on the community. The downside is most of the coins are controlled by whales, and so you have to play the odds. And there are websites like Crypto Whale, I think is what it was, and you can find out when they're on and post articles and kind of pitch toward them. But the other thing that helped us was the other group of guys we were with. We all agreed to like each other's and upvote each other's articles. So that's how I first got my first few, and then I figured out you could place non-traditional bets on sports. So you could pick who was going to win, like the local football match or a baseball match, and they would then split the pool if you guessed correctly. So I actually made more money guessing on sports teams because at that time there were a few new writers who wanted to boost up their profile.
Right.
I don't know if they still do that or not, but that's where I got actually a few hundred Steam dollars that then transferred over, and I think I ended up making like $500 US dollars out of it.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. So that actually gives me an interesting segue. That actually kind of leads me to another episode we should cover as well, which I just thought of while we're doing this. So I'll just do this. So you talked about this whole kind of betting piece. So I'll tell you the next one I just thought of, predictive markets.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Predictive
so now
Markets.
Augur's been in the news. I'm not going to talk about Augur and the assassination stuff now because I did a
Right.
whole thing on research on this, and I want to share
Okay.
it to our group, our audience, on a separate one because there's some really interesting stuff on Augur that I think people are going to like and maybe not like, but that's separate. But
Right.
predictive markets is a really cool one too because all you need to do is go on there and predict something,
Anything?
anything. And you can predict whatever I predict that the sun will explode in 2099. Now, people could bet for or against that. Now, I guess you're not really
Sure.
going to win if it explodes,
That's
but
true.
it's not the best example, but that's the best I got for you guys today. Sorry. But the point is, you can create a prediction on anything. It could be a multiple choice based prediction. It can be a prediction based on a single event. And people effectively buy a positive, a plus or a minus. So they buy or sell their view on that, and you're creating it. So by you creating it, if you create one that's good enough, people buying it, you're going to get a percentage of the market for all the buys and sells that take place on your particular prediction. So it costs you very little, but you get a lot of free money if you get a really good prediction out there that people really like, that's something that's catchy, engaging, and what have you. So it just takes a little bit of research to see what's trending, what's interesting. And I'm actually thinking, if you go to Steemit and see what's trending and what's interesting, and then go to Augur and create a predictive market on that topic, you might actually get a lot of votes. And then go back to Steemit. Now we're talking about monetizing both. I'm going back to Steemit and telling people about this great prediction I've just made, and please come and vote on it. And you could probably make money on both.
Yes, you totally could. I think you just got caught in a loop, but I like where this is
I
going.
got caught in a loop. Help, get me out of this. Give me another idea. So there's two ideas right there
Let's
for
do it
all our
right there.
listeners on how you can actually just monetize purely in crypto between Rep Coins, Ether, because Rep and Ether is the coin for Augur. So Rep and Ether Coins is also part of the Augur platform. And of course, now you've got Steemit dollars. So there's 3 coins you can get just for doing, right.
Okay, you can also play games. There's a game that I came across. It's called the blockchain game.
Okay.
They pay out in cryptocurrency.
And esports.
Esports, you can get involved in that.
Yeah. Awesome. I like that. So here on a similar topic, so any type of any of these new crypto projects, what you're going to find, I see a lot of this, is the whole idea of consensus and rewards. So when people are launching alpha and beta projects, they're encouraging developers, for example, to participate in the development, to become part of the community, and they're rewarding them for participation. You may have seen when EOS, our favorite project, had a bunch of bugs being found, they paid people in rewards for testing. Now, all you had to do is click through and try something, and they rewarded you. But they're paying people rewards for all sorts of things. If you're a writer and you're participating in helping to create content for a project, they will reward you with content, because no project wants to start with an empty platform. They want to have users, they want to have content, they want to have people participating. So they're paying people to help to kind of get those projects started. So this is a really big trend across crypto projects, is the rewards-based concept of the community and rewarding people for a variety of things. It's not just development and testing and writing, it's other things too. So that's another possible way to get free coins.
Excellent. Get involved. So I've heard of this one, but I haven't tried it yet. Have you heard of coin leasing, where you could then lease out some of your coins and get interest?
Yeah, so there's so actually I've heard of it the other way around, where I say I need to borrow $10,000 and I'll give you 2 Bitcoin, like loan platforms. I've seen Salt is one of the more prevalent ones out there, and there's I think probably 4 or 5 others I've come across where you can, that's a good point. So if you have some Bitcoin or some Ether, you can loan that money for collateral. Oh, no, actually, no, I take that back. When you're borrowing, so no, that's right. So if you're going to be the lender, you would lend them $10,000 and you're going to get paid in some Bitcoin or some Ether for just lending the money. So yes, that's another way of just kind of creating liquidity and also helping someone out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. I'd say that one's it's more of a developing market. You had a slightly different take on that though, or was it the same thing I said?
No, that was basically the same thing you said.
Yeah. So typically one is the lender in the dollars or pounds, euros, and one is the borrower who's literally putting up the collateral in Bitcoin or Ether or other coins.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got another one.
Okay.
File sharing. So you can download Coin as an example, or storage coin, and there's another one called file I forgot the name of it. That's terrible. Sorry about that file, people. I'll put it in the description down below in our YouTube. Anyway, so the idea is you download the software and you basically say, well, I've got a whole hard disk sitting here that's just not being used for anything. So I'm going to allocate this space to other people who want to store their files encrypted and spliced up all over the world. So your hard disk is serving up a sector of your hard disk is being allocated for people to use, and you get paid for that usage.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, I don't do it because I just don't really want to have a bunch of random people on my home network. But, needless to say, the concept that Siacoin does is they take a single file and they break it into individual little parts and then distribute them all over the world, and only they know how to redistribute them back and compile them again. So no one's at risk. It's a highly secured style environment. And I think the other projects are quite similar, like StorageCoin and File, the name I forgot. Sorry, guys. Anyway.
Sure.
It's good to have a blank on the channel, right in the middle of the recording, you forgot what you're going to, but anyway, I'll put it in the description below. So, but those are all projects where you're sharing files, and for that, you're being paid for storage.
Okay, sure.
So I'll give my storage, get some coins.
And then the other option is just to get paid in crypto. So whether you're selling stuff online or charging for a service, like for example, in my other podcast, I'm interviewing an escort, and she's getting really involved in Bitcoin because
she's getting paid for services.
She's getting paid for services in cryptocurrency.
So I'll take that a little bit further. So if you look at the whole entire, let's call it crypto ecosystem, which is really its own universe. Any website you go to where you're either selling software or services, they're doing it all in crypto. So whether or not you're an advisor or a consultant that's in the world of crypto advising ICOs, you get paid in crypto. You might have a full-time job and be doing some advisory work on the side, which I know a lot of people that do that. They're getting crypto on the side. They're being paid in coins. Some people, I'm sorry to say, are just sticking their names on there for, the social proof for the projects and getting free coins. Now, I'm asking people, don't do that, because you're probably not doing anybody any favors in, doing that. But that's another way. And of course, there's all sorts of other ways in terms of if you want to buy software like Profit Trailer or Gunbot, which are automatic trading, they're trading bots. They sell their software in crypto. Now, that's not necessarily getting free coins. They're actually running a business that way. But actually, the whole point is you can run businesses in crypto, everybody. It's actually possible. People are doing it. And there's an entire ecosystem out there for that purpose. In a similar vein, so kind of picking up on that, if you have hardware at home and you're not using it, like, you've got a high-end computer with games on it, you're not running any games, you can literally rent out your hardware up to various networks that will sell it for crypto. Oh. So you're renting a hardware compute power, and you can rent the compute power from a variety of people. NiceHash is an example that does that, where you can rent the hash power or mining power, compute power, or you can rent it to them to rent on to others, and you get paid money for your computer just sitting there providing other people compute power.
And we actually talked a lot about NiceHash in our How to Mine episodes.
Absolutely. So that's so that kind of bridges into the mining space a little bit. Yeah. What else? We talked about predictive markets. We talked about escorts. We talked about hosting files. We talked about services.
Games.
Online sales.
Online sales. Go ahead.
Overstock sells stuff in crypto. So they're probably making some margin on the crypto because, of course, they need to rationalize. But if you've got stuff, here's a good one. Why don't you do, like in the US, you could do a garage sale and sell everything in crypto?
Yeah, you could.
I'd love this. So I'm going to throw this out to all our listeners. I'd like to have the challenge for the first ever crypto garage sale with photos. And if you do it, just contact us here on the channel, on this video, say I did it, whatever you want to say down below in the description, and give us a way of contacting you, or contact us at the coinchatpodcast@gmail.com. Let us know you've done it, and we'll put you on the channel and you can tell us all about it. How's that for an example?
I think that's amazing. I have attempted to purchase things like on Craigslist through crypto and have gone nowhere, but yes, I think this is absolutely amazing.
The crypto while we're at it, all the high schools out there that do the, in the U.S., because I mean the U.S. kind of does funny stuff like the high school car wash. Why don't they do the first ever high school crypto car wash where people actually have to pay with coin?